Tell the story? Okay.
Well, I don't know how to.
Yeah, okay, so what's going on?
Okay, so, in the middle of the night, sometimes when I get up to go to the bathroom, since my bedroom is on the very back side of the house, I'll be walking through. And in the pool room is where my grandma lived before she passed away, so, like, I can always feel stuff in there, but I just know it's my grandma. And then when I walk out to go to the bathroom, there's one side of the house and my nephew's room is there, but there's, like, a little doorway that goes in the kitchen. And every time I go in there, except when the kids are here, which is kind of weird, every time I walk out here to go to the bathroom, I can feel like a man just like staring at me, and it doesn't feel like a nice person, so it scares me.
We had to literally move my son from that room, that's now my grandson's room, the guest room. We had to move him out of that room because he got to the point where he would not sleep in that room anymore. He said he would constantly hear a thunk, 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 just out of the blue. And she would hear it from her room too, which is on the other side of the wall. He said, "Mom, I'm not sleeping in that room anymore."
What time does this usually happen?
Anywhere, I would say, from 2 to 4 in the morning.
Okay.
Sometimes earlier. I've been going through a period too, probably for about the last 6 months. Anywhere between 2 and 4, usually about 3:32, which is weird. I know that's a weird number because I look at the clock every time. Bing, I'm awake. Nothing's scared me. Nothing's weird. I don't hear anything. No dogs are barking. I'm just awake. And then I just put myself back to sleep. But that's been for about 6 months, and I want to say there's probably been maybe only 1 or 2 nights that it hasn't happened.
And have you seen the apparition?
I have seen something out of the corner of my eye.
Okay.
I have not seen anything like physically, you know, in front of my face kind of thing. I've had that feeling. You get the feeling where you feel like you're being watched, or you get that feeling where like the back of the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, and almost like in your hair, like on your scalp, it feels prickly. And that's kind of where I just kind of go, you know, I do the whole, okay, all right, I get it. That I see ya, I hear ya, that's okay. And I just go about, because I've never been one. I grew up on 685 acres, and you think this is the middle of nowhere, down in Penn Valley on a horse ranch, and I was an only child. So I'm not anywhere, you know, unfamiliar with being in the dark alone, or being around in, you know, quiet alone. The city scares me more than the country does.
Yeah, that's smart.
But, you know, I mean, it's like when we went somewhere. I can't remember where we went. We went somewhere, and I told him, I said, I need to come home because I can't sleep with the cars outside. I have to have quiet. I need like a cow mooing or something. And then the other thing that's really funny is this also comes from my grandmother, and I'm a very avid bird feeder, like wild bird feeder, because my grandma always told me as long as the birds are singing, all is well. Oh. So as long as the birds come, all is well. So I do that every single time, every day. I have to feed. He knows.
I'm the one that brings the bird feed.
I am a huge bird feeder. Like I have to feed my birds. I just have to have them. I feel like it's peace. You know, when they're here. And she always told me, and I used to think it was so funny when I was a little girl, but she'd say, if you don't hear the birds singing, that's when you worry. Yeah. And so I just, as you see, they're here now. You know, I mean, they're always here.
Oh, cool.
And I know all the different names of them and stuff, and I just love them.
And it's a full moon tonight.
It's a full moon. I just noticed that. Trenton has a story to tell when
Oh, okay.